All right. Good morning, everyone. How we doing? Happy Tuesday. This is going to be the last stream of the week for me. Will not be online for the rest of the week, attending a wedding. So I got some travel tomorrow. NASDAQ, we are rolling over to the June contract. Just FYI. Now trading the June contract. Price is coming up into the upper portion of the near-term range. Range trading continues. Structure's been unchanged for about a month and a half, since early February. Yeah, coming in the daily really shows coming into the upper portion of that near-term range. So Friday sell test, lower portion of that range test support. Daily and weekly time frame support. On Friday sell, Sunday night opens a bit lower, but just gets instantly bought up. Monday shows some follow through. And now Tuesday morning, overnight sesh, we've got some more follow through. Starting to get into that resistance zone. Not my favorite. Not my favorite, but I will be looking to see if buyers can show continuation up into 25, 100, maybe last week's high up into that 200, 250 area. I mean, NQ's already up 1.3% here. Check QQQ. Oh, interesting. QQQ has a unfilled gap here, right near that prior day high, right above 604. So that may be worth keeping an eye on. QQQ. And then, of course, FOMC tomorrow as well. So off the open, I'll be looking at how price responds to this 25K area. And we'll just take it from there. Take it from there. There's a small amount of upside left for this structure, this near-term range. But most of the move completed in the overnight sesh. Yesterday was brutally slow. Look at that range from yesterday. 140 points. All right, there's our open. Rich, happy St. Patty's. Yes, sir. St. Patty's Day. We want some green on the screen for St. Patty's Day. Green on the screen. Okay, here's 25K. I like the level, but I have no interest in trading the open this morning, so not trading the open. Overnight high is 25,025. We'll see if we have any volume improvement this morning. Contract roll week. I really don't look too much into volume, just because it's going to be split between the two expirations. So it's going to be a little bit of a less reliable signal. There's NASDAQ up through overnight high. ES as well. Nice push. And 25,100 is the upside target. I believe we do have a 10 a.m. data print this morning. So if we get a pullback into that overnight high or 25K area, I'll be watching for a potential entry. Until then, just staying patient. Muted, my bad. So NQ pulling in a little bit here. Overnight high by 25K remains as the primary watch. This little zone right there here. Very slight fresh hive day. Volume tapering down a little bit. High volume node building out here. Let's get the RTH profile. There we go. What's up, Ray? This is kind of a snoozer open so far. Yeah, FOMC tomorrow, definitely a big consideration here. Still a lot of reasons to do less. It is still contract roll week. Still have FOMC ahead of us. Can FOMC break this range? I won't hold my breath. Nasdaq just in a little holding pattern here. So far within my framework, only one entry right after that opening 1 minute bar closed above 25K. Can technically get involved there, but like I said, did not want to trade the open this morning. I want to slap that open. So we're staying patient. Another morning of patience. Another morning of just waiting. Hurry up and wait. Volume's just gone. $15 minutes in. It was a fresh high. Nasdaq. Ray, you watching oil? CL? Yeah, CL's been moving. Oil has definitely been moving. All right, there's some fresh highs coming into 25,100 level of interest. Little consolidation resolves higher. And ES up into fresh highs as well. So if we see a significant extension above 25,100, then I can use 25,100 as a potential entry level. Until then, sitting on my hands. 10 till 10. Minor data print at 10 a.m. NASDAQ coming into that higher time frame area of resistance. So post 10 a.m., we want to see if fresh highs are going to continue to be made or not. Do we see a pullback? What's up, Chrissy? What a snoozer. What an absolute snoozer this is. The 5-minute RTH chart. after the contract roll is always bugged. Always bugged. Chrissy bid out 40. A little intraday structure. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for your stop, like right around here, and then I'll take my entry. Timmy, what's happening, man? Good to see you. Oof, Chrissy got filtered. That's a bot. Oh man. Let me add you as a hang on. Let me add you as a regular. Thought you were in there. All right. You're clear now, Chrissy. Add it as a regular. So the bot won't pick on you anymore. A little shallow pullback right near 25,100 and 5 minutes till 10 a.m. So this is going to be a cash till 10 a.m. morning. Staying patient, letting the trade come to us, letting the setup come to us. Yeah, rate trading CL. That's how slow it is. Wow, that is nice though. That is nice, Ray. Yep. Overnight low spring setup on volume and CL. Very nice. See, that's a proper spring right there. Just look beneath the low and ripstick right into the highs. That's like picture perfect spring right there. All right, 2 minutes till 10. More of a minor data print coming up at 10 a.m. pending home sales, low impact print. And Q, a little bit of a lower high there now at 25,100. Let's see if this pulls in a bit more. Patience. Patience. 1 minute till 10. Watching that overnight high, 25K area. There's 10 a.m. Not even an uptick in volume. So price kind of struggling with 100 here. I'm interested in this area down through here. Overnight high and the 25K level of interest. Otherwise, I could work with like an extension and then a retest into 100. That's an option. Until then, this is a stay cash morning. Big chillin', yes, sir. Yeah, snoozer. Absolute snoozer. Cash day is better than taking a trade you later regret. So don't force anything. Don't force anything. If staying cash is uncomfortable, if a no trade day feels wrong or uncomfortable, it's probably the best thing for you. Okay, NQ pulling in a bit more. There we go. There we go. Another little rejection from 25,100. And now into session volume point of control. Trading only one side of the market should be prepared to sit out a lot of the times. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I mean, really, if you are committed to trading any system, you need to just be prepared for what happens when that system does not present an entry. A lot of traders, a lot of developing traders are committed to their system until the entry stops showing up, and then they then they pick up a brand new system, shiny object. Pick up that brand new shiny object. Spring for a prior day high or overnight high. That would technically be an upthrust. But yeah, those are absolutely valid. Yep, yep. It's valid. A little bounce there from session volume point of control. It's a lot of low volume chop. Oh, thanks, man. Amazon rolls out 1 hour deliveries in US cities. Wow. Not much to do here. Another one of those days. It's pretty common for a pre FOMC. So nothing out of the ordinary. Pre FOMC contract roll week. Like we were saying yesterday, a lot of reasons to be doing less. FOMC tomorrow. Let's see, Thursday. Nothing really on Thursday and Friday. Nothing. What's next week? Next week is fairly clear as well. You have MCS next week. That's about it. And then first week of April, of course, we have NFP. Yeah, so if FOMC can't break this range, settle in for at least a couple more weeks. Get settled. Do, do, do. Nasdaq coming into overnight high. So for our higher time frame, showing the early rejection of the upper portion of this near term range. Need a few green RVOL bars. Agreed. That would be nice. Was that going to be the 50? Most likely. Yeah. I like to see a little bit lower. A little closer to 25K, and then a potential bounce. It's like ES is coming into session lows. So a little volume improvement. So let's see how this looks through here. I'll wait for a better signal bar. Wait for the true higher quality setup. When things are slow, there's always the desire to just, at least for me, there's always that desire to almost like take a lower quality opportunity just to get some action. And that's the exact opposite of what you should be doing. When it's slow, flex the patience even more, wait for the higher quality setup. Otherwise, you're liable to force something. At least that's a pattern I've noticed for myself. So up through 25,030, you may have something here. It's like we had a little uptick in volume, then it just fell off. And no entry. This is usually how I'll set it up. But you can see no entry triggered there. So just cancel it. So that was a true test 25K. This holds, this could be it. Risk would pretty much be exactly the same as what I was looking at earlier. And let's see if it gets filled. There we go. Put the stop with a little buffer. First peel is off. See if that second peel gets hit. Come on. Mm. See the little intraday structure right through here. There we go. Protect. It's got to go now. Got to go. Yeah, we like 66. RTH, volume point of control. There it is. Last one's a runner. Just like that. Ideally, we target 25-100. Otherwise, just trail it. Anyone riding with me? Price can break 6-7. We've got the first trail spot. Need a break of 6-7 right here. 25-067. And I'll lift the trail to, we'll call it 44.75. You can see price kind of bumping into all the volume from RTH right there. There we go. Come on, break it. Little more, little more. We lift the trail. So ES gave a nice low of day spring setup and is now trading against the overnight high. You want to see a break of that overnight high. Now we lift on the NQ long, lift the trail. Just letting it work. Let it work. And here's the trail. All right, not bad. We will take it 30 points. We will take that. That's on the trade day lead 50K account. I like trade day. Trade day's got a solid offering. I wish they would up to 5 accounts, honestly. Trilled right there. Not bad. One for one on the morning. Let's see. $142 on the lead account. Seems light, right? But then when you multiply it with the trade copier, it starts to add up very, very quick. Very, very quick. When you start to do the math on copy trading, a lot of accounts. 30, 40, 50 accounts. And then extrapolate, put in whatever. Let's say you want to make let's say you want to make a mil per year from props. Start to do the math on what that looks like, and you really do not need big individual days when you're copy trading. I encourage y'all to take a look, because it may if you struggle with over trading or going for those home runs, it may open your eyes to what you actually need to focus on. Just base hit mentality. Less is more, a couple trades per day, and really just play the long game. Yeah, Rich, at 70 accounts. 70 is like you gotta pretty much be squeezing every firm. But let's say you have 70 at 140 per day. It's 9,800 on the day. And then you just multiply it by 250. Obviously, there's gonna be red days in there. You're gonna lose some accounts, this, that, and the other, but just like pure optimistic, best case scenario, $150 times the 70 accounts times 250 days. It's 2 million, 2.5 million on the year. So then factor in some red days, right? Factor in prop firm split, factor in you're probably going to get banned from some of the firms. But still, it adds up very, 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 very fast. I'm talking about horizontal scaling with prop firms. So we're not adding huge size into each trade. We're scaling by adding more accounts with various prop firms. That's what I'm currently working on building out. Your trade day account is a self-funded one? No, trade day is a prop firm. Trade day is a prop firm. A very good prop firm. Underrated, definitely underrated. You don't hear very many people talking about trade day, but they pretty much have the same model as take profit trader with end of day trailing, no intraday trailing. Matt, then you just have to hope they don't move your copied accounts to live. So even if they do, you can, I mean, it kind of depends on a case by case basis, how much of the sim money they're moving over to a live account. But then you can just scale accordingly with the trade copier. So you can do like a 2x multiplier, 3x multiplier, 4x multiplier, depending on how much of the funds they are moving live. And a 3x multiplier, if it on 4 micros, if you have a proper account size, it's like, we're not talking about anything crazy, ends up being 12 micros. So food for thought. Food for thought. NQ struggling with this volume point of control. If we come back into overnight high and the 25K, I will not take another long through there personally. The reason is because price is in the upper portion of the near-term range, right? This is all move my level. This is all resistance up through here. So if I have some signs that, this way, okay. If I see some clues that, this area is starting to reject, I want to see lower prices. I would want to see down into 24,900, down into here. And that's if, price comes back into this area. No longs. Now, on the flip side, if price did come back down in here and then bounce and then reject the session highs and then come back into 25K, would I try that long? Yes. Definitely. Because then at that time, my assumption would be that today is going to be another sideways range day. But on this next test, no, I'll pass. I'll pass on it. But it very well might just be a one and done sesh. How's the morning for everyone? We're a little more than 1 hour into the New York sesh. B-Link cash. Matt, 1 for 1. Hey man, long time no see. How's the bot going? Let's see. Bot just got in YM long. It's about to hit first target. Drip Unkio. Drip. I don't know what your username is. I'm not even gonna try that. Josh, just shy of daily goal, 1 of 1. Mike Red, what was the trade there? Turion Green, 2 for 3 with 1. BE, nice. Catrick. Still in the long, Catrick. Nice. Nice work. Good patience, Catrick. Wow. Crypticon pass an eval on a GC trade. Nice. Dark to light. Cash. Solid. PJ Cash. Rich Green. Muggsy, 1 for 1. Timmy's still holding. Let's go, man. Good patience. Good patience. Nicole, good to see you. 2 for 2. Up 4K on the day. Nice. Drip. Got Rec trying to short the overnight high. Over here, Mike. Yeah, that's tough. You'd be shorting right into the level of interest there, unless you mean on ES. ES looks a little better. Drip, if you're still here. Yeah, here's why I'm just hit PT1. No trades on NQ yet. So that's APT. NQ so far, nice hold at 25K. Volume kind of tapering back down. Yeah, there's not a ton else I want to do here so far. Oh, Mike, yeah, that may have been a little bit of a chase. I'd recommend wait for a price, make a new low of day, right, and then come back up into this area. There's your short entry, Mike, right there. This is tough. Trying to short right here is tough because you're going to bump into a major level of interest. So remember, at least for me, levels of interest, they carry more weight than reference points. I'm more interested in how price responds to a level of interest than a reference point. All right, Ethan, take care, man. Volume just dying back down. Potentially a lower high in the making. Come back in overnight high. So monthly value area high right through here. And just a little bounce from intraday structure, intraday value area low, no volume. Yeah, I think that's a good time to call it. Hour and 15 minutes into the sesh. Price is in a pretty compressed range here, near the upper portion of a much higher time frame range. So as someone who focuses on longs, this is not my favorite area to be engaging, right? I'd rather engage down near support. But the main thing I'm thinking about right now is the fact that FOMC is tomorrow. So a couple of ideas I would consider for late morning. If price can make a fresh high of day and then come back and retest 100, that's a long I would definitely consider. Otherwise, I'll be watching 24,900. If we end up seeing a breakdown of today's range, I'll be watching this area for longs. Otherwise, I'll call it right there. I'll call it right there. We'll take the one for one. We'll just take the scalp. We'll take it. I'm off rest of the week. No stream tomorrow. We'll be back on Monday. No stream tomorrow. No stream Thursday. No stream Friday. I'm going to be in San Diego attending a very good friend's wedding and also doing a little house finding trip. So Gonna be pretty busy. As always, you'll be able to reach me in the Traders Think Tank if you need anything. But no stream, no streams. So thank you guys for your time. Enjoy the rest of the week. And we will see you on Monday. Take care, folks.